Good evening, people. I am Hate the 13th, covering a restream for tonight and temporarily covering a little bit of hosting whilst we wait for Luffy to finish up the dumpster fire of a race that he decided to inflict upon himself for our entertainment. Right now, I've got Judge Joe in the booth with me, getting ready to get started on a Final Fantasy V Career Day run. So, Joe, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Judge Joe. I tend to run a lot of randomizers, mostly Final Fantasy V Career Day and Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise. So I'm hoping to be able to go and give a good showing of this game. It's lots of fun, and people should try it out sometime if they enjoy what they see.
And I just now noticed that I had the cropping done incorrectly because I am still apparently not awake yet. Good job, me. But yes, so we had incentives for the names. The only one that I saw that got picked up was Lena. And she is to be named. Oh, yeah. Have to
Bex.
find Bex. Thank you.
So Lena has been renamed to Bex. However, good old Bartz is still with his vanilla translation name of Butts.
I have absolutely no problems with this.
None on my end. I'm good to start whenever.
Okay, give me just one quick moment here while I get things brought in proper. Alright. And I will just have to handle a little bit on the bit live, that's fine. So go ahead and give me a countdown and kick it off.
Alrighty. 3, 2, 1, go. So Career Day is an open world randomizer, so we can essentially fully explore, in this case, worlds 1 and 2 of the vanilla Final Fantasy V game. Go to any checks in any order, with the end goal being we're hunting for the 4 tablets to allow us access through the void and to fight our final boss of Exdeath. In addition to that, all of the original fun abilities, classes, magic, all of that stuff has been scattered throughout the world in chests and shops, and we are given just a random starting job to help us out in our adventures through Final Fantasy V. The early game in these randos typically involves a lot of preparatory shopping and looting to figure out kind of what type of abilities you have at the start and before you start going into the meat of the boss checks. So just starting with some early looting, and we also have hints to go and help direct you along the path, because there are a fair amount of checks in the game. It's one way to ensure you have a pretty solid idea of where to go and what you're doing. The first hint was Bao Castle's Path of the Void, so that means that either the Bao Castle defense check or the Odin fight in World 2 or the Odin fight in World 3 is required in some way to complete the game, via either granting us access through Castle Exdeath to unlock World 3 or holding one of the 4 tablets. We also noticed that our starting job is Chemist, which is a very fantastic job for the later game, with the ability to go and mix to increase levels or do plenty of different status effects. One of the most important abilities to a very safe final fight. One downside is it doesn't quite have as many options for early fighting, only able to wield a knife. However, with the Hunter Crystal, that helps out with the ability to wield bows. And Yoichi bow is one of the 2 best bows available in the game. So that'll help get me. At this point, I'm ready to start doing a lot of the earlier checks, just checking shops because I need to go and find a couple items to set up my mixes for the final fight. The monsters in the boxes and areas have also been shuffled around, so you don't quite know when you're going to run into them if you're looting an area with them, but they typically have a chance of being better loot than others. In this case, a piece of dancer equipment. So, in these shops, the main things I'm looking for outside of classes or magic to help with damage is I'm looking for Phoenix Downs. I'm also antidotes and revivifies. Antidotes and revivifies allow me to raise my levels for the final fight, and the Phoenix Downs along with the revivifies allows me to the final boss has an ability to instantly petrify and kill a single character. It allows me the ability to protect against that to ensure I can set up safely. That's another good hint, directly telling us where one of the tablets are. Early check, so as soon as I get a couple levels, that's where I'll be heading. So, Ferris as the fastest character will typically go first in fights, so I'll typically have Ferris be my main attacker, the person who I want to go and take actions at the beginning of all of my fights. So I transformed Ferris into a hunter to allow her to wield the Yoichi bow. Titan, that is not a doable fight at the moment. Titan has a counter script: upon death, he will quake, which either requires you to stop him or paralyze him so that he can is unable to counterattack you upon death, or float so you can dodge it, or have about 500 to 600 health. There's the antidotes I'm looking for. So that's what I'll have to go and find a different area to start checks. Bit of an unfortunate first fight, but I'll come back eventually. It gives 6 item checks and one key item check, so it's a pretty good location to get through at some point. So here's the revivifies. So I now just need Phoenix Downs to have a safe final fight, along with an actual attack plan. Because currently I can go and prepare my party, but I don't have a good way of doing damage. So if the first check in the game is unbeatable, I'm just going to move on to the second check and see if that's a little more doable for my party. And I have not found softs yet, so him stoning my only damage dealer at this point is a wipe. Let me try setting up another damage dealer, and then I'm gonna just give it another go. It was a 1 in 4 for that to happen in the first case. Having 2 attackers should be able to get through this time. So I have Ferris and Bex as damage dealers, and currently Aloof and Butts are just sitting there getting the XP, grinding the job points so I can learn mix. And that's the first fight done. And there's a soft. Oh, giving us the second tablet. So currently we have knowledge of one tablet, knowledge of an important check, and one of the tablets. So I get a full heal after that fight, so no need to go and get my party back up and running. Just going to do a little bit of extra looting for money and some more tools. To hitting things is nice and all, but sometimes it's not all that you need to get done. And if those first 2 fights have taught me anything at the moment, I should definitely be saving at these early fights. Sometimes, with a lot of power, the urge to just move past save points is good, but certain fights just make you regret those choices. Crayclaw, typically found when you are first getting the airship, still an early boss, very simple script, so another easier fight. And at this point, I'm going to take the first tablet that I've collected and go over in Worlds 2 and 3. We have Kuzer Castle. In the original game, as you collect the tablets, you gain the ability to you gain the ability to go and get the 12 holy weapons in Final Fantasy V. And so each tablet unlocks the ability to take any 3 of these, and they are randomized to typically be higher tier checks. Big Guard's very nice if I can find blue. Mirage Vest is also very good, allowing you to have a blink. Chicken Knife is one of the best weapons. Masamune allows haste. Black 6 is very good. Running Shoes auto haste is a very almost must take in most scenarios. And my last one, I'll take Black 6. Ability to cast any of the tier 3 spells, Break and Doom, if I so find them, is very helpful. So now I'm going to go over to the waltz meteor, which was earlier hinted to be path to have this a tablet. So I'm going to head there for my next check. It's a good source of XP for how little HP it has, only 1,500. So even though it's stronger than most of the checks at this point have been, as long as I can get 1 or 2 hits with the chicken knife, should get through. The chicken knife in the vanilla game is powered up as you run away from fights. So at full power, it's one of the strongest weapons in the game. However, in the randomizer, with the ability to find both the chicken knife and the brave blade, they are both automatically set to max power. The one downside is if you go and just use a basic attack, you are at risk of trying to run away from a battle. Which in this case is what happened and was nearly an issue. Let's do some shopping. Let's do some more shopping. I still don't have Phoenix Downs, which means if someone dies in a fight, they stay dead, which is a problem if they start targeting characters I really need, like my chicken knife wielder. I should take white. So Love Song is a bard ability. It attempts to stop the enemy upon use, which in this game, many Final Fantasies, you'll get all these nice status effects. However, most bosses are just immune to them. In Final Fantasy V, bosses are still weak. There are a variety of bosses weak to status effects still. For example, the Titan that I wasn't able to get through, if I Love Songed it right before killing it, I would be able to get through it. What level of time? Abilities. Time magic level 4, so I now have the ability to clear the wind shrine by floating my party.
Hey, Judge Joe, this is Luffy doing the hosting tonight. How are you doing tonight?
Ooh. What was that?
I said this is Luffy. How are you? I'm doing the hosting. I got time to read a quick donation here from one of our viewers.
Yeah, no problem.
Awesome. So we got a $35 donation from Falconic for St. Von Jester's Chrono Trigger run. All mages. Also, we have about 50 viewers at the moment, and we're $200 away from 4,000. I challenge chat to get a donation train going. $4 per viewer gets us the equivalent of an 8th child burn victim attending Camp Candu's. We can do this. So let's get there, fam.
Yeah. Always good to go and donate to a good cause when you can. Comet with time magic level 4 is the first offensive magic that you can use with time magic. It's not based on your magic stat. It's not based on your level. It's simply based on a random it's basically a little bit of random data between a set of ranges. So on average, close to somewhere from about 400 to 1,000 you'll see from it. So there wasn't anything important yet, but there might be some abilities or magics here that make it worth it. So there was life 2 if I end up with white magic 6, that'll be useful. Other than that, and slow 2 wasn't too much importance. So still checking my early shops, need to find the Phoenix Downs, but and keep track of useful information. Thunder Rods are a good use. You can break them to cast Lit 3, which is high power for early game, for the fact that you can just find them earlier sometimes. Currently outside of the tablets, I am also looking for the bracelet and anti-barrier. They allow me to go and progress through Exdeath's castle, which is required to reach World 3 and Void. Desert of Shifting Sands is Path of the Void. That is the Sandworm bait check. So I'll need to find the Sandworm bait at some point before I finish, to be able to finish the sea. So I am shuffling X over to the chemist and Aloof and Bart Butts up to the hunter class so that they can potentially contribute in fights, and so that I'll be working on another character, learning mix. This spot in the vanilla game is the Shiva fight. However, it was randomized into Rama, which is another one of the elements that allows you to learn their summons. Steamship key. Sorry about that. That was some battery issues. Still, so I got one Phoenix down. But the steamship key allows you to complete the steamship and Karnic escape sequence. It's a pretty good item because Karnic escape has a high chance of giving you higher tier loot with a couple trap chests and being gated behind different key items. If I miss any chests in the Karnic escape, however, once I complete it, I will never be able to loot them, and any abilities they have will be lost to the void forever. So I'm gonna, before I go and complete that, I want a little bit of AoE if I plan to do any of the tests. So I'm going to do a couple more checks early. And I missed. Ow. And That boss you have a 50% chance of being able to kill with a Phoenix down because it is both undead and not heavy. Heavy as a status kind of boss trigger that certain bosses have and others don't. That prevents. It's just a status that certain abilities do different things or non-heavy. For example, the Odin summon on a heavy enemy will just throw Gungnir for some damage. However, on non-heavy enemies will cleave the screen, insta-killing all of the enemies. That gave me Ifrit's Fire, which allows access to the second of the 2 library checks. Many runners will often fade the library until they have the Ifrit's Fire in an attempt to be able to only have to come here once. Because having to go through all of the door genes multiple times for a second check, less fun. And there's the chicken knife propping its can't run. The one nice thing about this current situation is with Ranger and the chicken knife, it'll take a while, but once I master the Ranger class, I learn X-Fight, which will do 4 half-damage hits that ignore defense and hit random targets. However, it bypasses the check for can't run on the chicken knife, ensuring it works. And no. I got the Falls page, which in World 3, with access to the submarine key, allows you to go through a dungeon, which is where one of the tablets lies in the vanilla game. Abductor is another fight that is pretty simple. He is weak to most, if not all, of the insta-kill methods, which unfortunately I do not have any yet. And as I'm getting just a couple of these basic levels, you can start to see how the chicken knife damage is growing rapidly. I am going to go and do this double check of the steamship and Karnak escape. In addition to having 2 checks, completing the Karnak escape gives you 4 crystal rewards, which are typically a tier 3, but there is always a chance that they roll higher. It also unlocks an extra shop in Karnak, which, since I haven't shopped there, is perfect for which is perfect for only having to visit there once for shops. Yeah, the airship actually is a boat in this game, which is unusual for many of the fantasies. Part of the reason is I believe it started out as a boat, however, it gets changed into an airship as you progress through the game. So liquid flame is normally here in the vanilla game. This is where you fight liquid flame. So that's our first piece of vanilla bosses. And since we're skipping all the cutscenes where the third crystal gets broken, lots of stuff happens, we're just going right into the Karnic escape. Gotta run, but not before looting. Enhancer's the best sword non-knight classes can use, that the Mystic Knight can use, is the main other sword-wielding class. However, the equipped sword's ability that Knight learns allows any class to use all of them, not just the Mystic Knight sword. There should only be 3 monster in a boxes if I recall. They reduced the amount of monster in the boxes in the randomizer. And I put Berserk on my Rangers because all they're mainly here for is to attack. Well, that was rude. They're not supposed to attack me. Red Mage is the other sword-wielding class. And yes, the Enhancer provides +5 to the magic stat, which is useful. I still don't have a way of resurrecting, so I'll be down 1 person, but good thing is the monster and boxes are done and the boss check only has 1,000 health. Gimme! Has auto protect, which is annoying. Just to show. So nothing to show from those checks. However, the Night Crystal is pretty good. It allows me to wield the Excalibur, which the Castle Exdeath is weak to Holy, so that is the best use of the Excalibur. I'll be fine. I don't think I need ninja. Actually, I have a double lance, which allows me to bypass the chance of the can't run method. And he is the shot that I unlocked by completing the Conic Escape. Speed Song is good. Increasing your speed allows you to take more turns, and which can help if you have a weaker against the final boss. Still checking hints. That hint did not necessarily tell me anything. I know where another check will be. However, I don't know if I'll need to check. Yeah, there is a risk in running Zerker. However, the damage boost is helpful. As long as you don't run into Omniscient for the most part, it should be fine. If I find the dancer, one option will be to dance, and I have the red shoes, which will give me a 50% chance of proccing sword dance, as opposed to the standard 25, which will do quadruple damage. We currently have a very angry Ferris. And there's the hero call that was hinted just a couple minutes ago. Nothing great from these checks. However, always a fun one. Try and catch the black chocobo. The weapon and armor shops are the only unique That's what I was looking for. And Thief is useful with the ability to dash. However, with auto dash essentially enabled in the randomizer, Thief loses a lot of its main effectiveness. And with this meteor, that outside of mount, outside of one, there's one more check that you can bundle with another in World 3. That's the only check I'll have left in this world. There we go. Antlion is annoying in that does not, in fact, give you any XP, only 20 AP. but with the bracelet, that's half of what I need to access World 3. Black level 4 is not I found black level 6. What is a solid spell level on its own. There's Break, which is my first piece of insta-kill available to me. Once I go and equip it on someone. And I'm going to go... This castle also provides a hint to help me finish up my path. I currently know that Bow Castle is Path of the Void, but other than that, I don't know anything else about what I need to do. And just doing a little more looting. I still don't have a great method. I have the safety, but I don't have the offensive capabilities to take him on yet. One neat thing about this randomizer, bosses are somewhat scaled to the location. So they'll still have as close, similar scripts to what they normally have, but Necrophobia, for example, instead of reflecting tier 3 elemental spells or nukes or whites, in an early location will just reflect maybe some bonus. Oh, there's step. Will reflect, say, just Fire 1. Anti-barriers, so that was the Void, but I mean that the other Bow Castle check isn't required. And Magasa, as always in the vanilla game, goes and poisons Lena, who has been recast as X. Burning areas holds no key of value. That includes the Moor Forest check, which, however, I don't believe that prevents Fork Towers from being required. It also means that the Harnick Escape was never going to hold value, and that those are the main burning areas that come to mind. Yeah. Ren Mage is a useful class in that it can equip rods for early game damage. However, its stats are a little lacking, and the only way you're typically going to run into the ability to use X magic is by finding the ability. There's just too little. You don't get enough AP throughout the game. Max out. I'm gonna go and check the other. That is the Brave Blade and Chicken Knife check. You're only allowed to take one, but they are both typically decent. Neither of them were all that important, so Thornlet's 10,000 money, might as well. Nope, I did check those shops. I typically do my shopping after. However, that's the dancer. I believe I know where Brawl Eyes or Knuckles are, so I can do one of my favorite dancer setups with the fist dancer. But I'm a little low on money, so might not go with that. And also, I already have a solid amount of power. So this was a second location I could find my Phoenix Downs. Fork Tower is Path to the Void. So despite more forest is required to go and get you Fork Tower because the game is not coded to accept Galoof entering Fork Tower. So the only solution to be able to enter Fork Tower is for him to be traded out for Cryle. So with that, I now know what I'm looking for to complete the game. However, it could only lead to one path. Hero Song is the other method of raising your life. Ferris angry. Lost Tower Key. So with the anti-barrier, I have the ability to get access to World 3. However, most of the World 1 and 2 checks are just faster. So I tend to prioritize those as I can. At this point, I've gotten enough initial levels that that I've started to develop enough power to be able to take on tougher checks or higher hit point locations. Which is not what this place is. This place is a quick check, but it provides lots of... Oh, no. Oh, no. I do not have the party set up for this. The easiest thing would be to throw scrolls, however, I did not. However, the Ouroboros only have enough MP to cast one life too. So, just need to kill each of them twice. Or more, depending on how targeting goes. If there's any other donations, there's not much I can do at this point to speed up the fight, so now would be a great time.
No current donations right now, but we are still $200 away from our $4,000 goal. That'll get some more kids to go to this camp. It's very important and very nice of everybody that's donated so far. We thank you for all your generosity.
So have I killed every one of them one, and then have it resurrect 5 more to finish. Alrighty. And I got down to the last one. Targeting. All I had to do is I had 5 targets who were done, and I need and the fight's done. Submarine key, and the chains keep on coming. Do I have any hint? Avis Killer's good money at this point, but nothing too good left there. Alright, let's try. I believe this is before heading to World 3, which has a couple gated hints. Bridge areas hold no keys of, so the big bridge and shrine both are not going to be on my path. That's good to know for me. Oh yeah, I also have here to recall. So this location has a lot of chests and is accessible at the start of the game. So, however, it has a high HP boss. But some runners will, if they get insta-kill early, attempt the boss. If it's one of the many insta-killable bosses, it's a very good way to get a lot of levels for your early game. So I will, in fact, equip black in case the boss is weak to stone. I should be able to handle any boss here as long as it's omniscient. I'm going to need to go and reevaluate my strategy. But it is Gilgamesh 2, bringer of some of the best Final Fantasy V music. Oh, I do have Ice 3. So once you get him past right around health, he will go cast Haste, Shell, and Protect. which is overall annoying because, however, you can attempt to mute him before, or in this case, get him just under half and do a big enough hit that he doesn't have much health after. Moogle Suit. Not required, but it is... it's 8 high tier checks, so good chance of having valuable. Brave Blade. The strongest sword, however, the strong swords are notoriously inaccurate with a high chance of missing. Freelance, ooh, blue. Ooh. Blue has many very good things you can do if you know a lot of information. You can go in death by math on every boss in the game, pretty much. With Mix and Blue Magic, any boss can be killed that way. Let's try Barrier Tower, and then I think I'm going to head through Exodus Castle to World 3 in hopes of better luck. There are trap chests in this tower, however, they hold red or yellow dragons. Oh, wrong way. Which are a very, very enemy sign. So I will not be taking them on. I have Mix. I have the best, all of the songs in the game. I've got Blue Magic. There is some things that'll be useful, but I've also got Autopilot. Don't murder me! And just some money, pretty much. But that one's a case in point of shuffled, because that chest is not normally trapped. And part of the reason I'm doing these 2 checks is, if I remember correctly, that's where the Elder Branch was tinted. And time to use my Maiden Kisses. Ninja is one of the fastest in the game. Combine that with the running shoes and being angry, and Varus is attacking very rapidly. Pyramid page. More chains that I don't know if I want to go. However, now I'm here next to Death's Castle. I'll at least check the Gilgamesh 1 spot. Okay. The on-screen sprite didn't change despite the curing of Toad. Odin is... I don't know if he'll live long enough for me to showcase. However, he is weak to stone. Allowing him to be insta-killed easily. So no value from that. I'm going to go and collect my Excalibur for its effectiveness against Castle X Death. And actually, I believe I've completed all of the potential world... there's still a castle. Outside of the castle, I've completed all of the potential World 2 checks that can hold value, except as a fleet. So if the castle doesn't hold anything, the next place I'll be going to is the fleet. Flare's animations just a hair long and provide that much better damage than a tier 3. I find in Final Fantasy V doubles the amount of turns, which is incredibly beneficial. It just does so much with the ATB gauge in this game. Now I can walk across the lava tile safely. Castle X Death has some nice loot, lots of chests, no trap chests, so it's a good place to keep adding. Oh, Big Guard is the other thing I will be getting from X Death's castle, but provides decent chance to add your power. Golem's good if I can learn summon 3 or more, and I'm actually going to take that save so I can go do the carbuncle spot. Gilgamesh 4, shuffled 1 spot over. He can cast annoying status effects, so he can overall be an annoying friend. And he can move very fast. The jolly old man standing right before you Gilgamesh 4. Okay, so the blind is still. So the next check will be the Gilgamesh 4 spot. It is the hardest check in Worlds 1 and 2, I believe. So if there's a tough boss there, it may prove to be an annoying fight. Let's see. I removed my ability. So time just start raising levels. It's a very free fight, however, still a lot of HP to chew through. I already have Golem, so killing it one way or another means I get a too many hits to it, that's all. Targeting. The one downside of this, choose your target. The added damage is good, but that is a big down. And then they keep on attacking. Even though the fight's over, you just say thank you, or die. Outer branch. That is required. Let's see, time for the haste. Blue if I had big guard. Actually, mix is the other one I want. He did not, in fact, learn. Okay. That's fine. So the Moss Moon, you start the fight immediately, and it has the ability when used as a... So he started casting spells, which means I've passed the halfway point on this fight. And the fight's over. Chicken Knife is very good. Excalibur against him is good. And with that, I have World 3 unlocked. However, Fork Tower is World 3, but I do not have access yet. So I need to go and get that next. Still looking for a little bit better of a fight for Neo X Death. At the moment, I'm only single tasking tier 3 for 3k, so that's a little slower than Bill Toss or summoning Leviathan. I know this won't give Baron, however, I have to do it. Hopefully it will at least give me a good ability. Bex, I used the knight. I don't need a knight. Let's see, it's... Lure is weak to insta-death, so that's an easy method through the fight. And Galoof has, in fact, been murdered by X beating him earlier. So now I get Kryl. Did I sell red shoes? This is a tough check because it requires the splitting of the party. So I need to be careful what I equip on my party members. Alrighty, let's try this setup. Let's see. I want Lena and Kryle, and then Butts. Or I want Bex and Kryle, and Varys and Butts.
Want to say a real quick hello and thank you to Tybalt 2010, rating with a party of 3. Welcome to Final Fantasy Randomizer's Marathon Winter 2020. Right now we got Final Fantasy VII Career Day going on.
There are 4 chests in 4, all of which are typically pretty good. So we'll hopefully, let's see. Increase his defenses in hopes he can live if needed. Mirage Vest would be coming in handy right now. That's another big... There were a lot of good things in Castle Kuzar today. And unfortunately, you can only get 3 per... But instead of Holy, which I still don't quite have a use for, I should have taken either the Mirage Vest or Big Dart. Diblos. Weak to fire, also weak to getting hit real hard. I forgot to haste. That's what I should have been doing. Just need one more. Mystery Waltz, not good. And, okay. So I know what I'm dealing with. What is Biblos weak to? He is not weak to... Okay, he is weak. He's not heavy. So I will be using Deathclaw on him. In which case, since I'm using Death, the amount of damage doesn't matter, so just need to go and hit him once after hitting with Death Claw. You don't need equipped swords because you're normal. So Ribbon is very good defense, boosts every stat by 5 immunity to pretty much all. So very good item. That is only usable by dancers, people with the equipped Ribbon's ability from Mastering Dancer, and freelancers. Blue magic are pretty good. X magic will help with my fire. Just a damage race. Okay, with that, I should be through. And in addition, this boss always drops dark matter, so I will now available to me. Oh, gross. But Mirage Radar activates all of the best shops in the game, and along with 2 hints. So that should hopefully give us details as to how to get our final tablet. Nothing too useful there yet. Always better to have more options. Ragnarok's good. I already have the Brave Blue. Do not need more swords. Lonka Meteor, Path of the Void, Adamantite, World 3, not useful. The Adamantite is 2 World 1 checks, so maybe will hold value. However, Lonka Meteor was needed to get the World 3 access. I'm selling enough money in case I find guild top, because that's the easiest way to complete X-Death fights. I don't think I checked the other show. Holy would have been useful earlier, however, X-Death is now done. Almost there! Is that the fastest route? Probably not. So earlier when I said I had 1 world check left, so I will be completing that along the way to the required Bahamut check, which holds about 50,000 HP and is a rough fight. Ew. Do I? Necrophobia, very glad he's spot or in the void. However, still have to hit him. Have 5 things that need to get out. My invincible barriers! So despite the ribbon, I believe, preventing when I get poisoned via it setting the poison bit, I am still poisoned. Big bridge key is not required. I am going to leave a save just in case. So if I want to adjust my party, I can do so. should have hasted. Ouch. Time to use my good old buddy, Fire. $18 to everything. That kills the front ones. And the fight's done. Third tablet. So now I just need to go and find... I need to just find sandworm bait. I know it's not going to be Shrine or Big Bridge Key. However, it could be... Actually, why am I doing this? It could be Boko the Chocobo, which is a very quick check. Or it could be the Bao Castle. So in vanilla, this is the first fight you do in World. However, a bit more than 2 characters. Also only half health here. So the health is split between Gilgamesh 3 and Enkidu. So if you go and kill half of it before Enkidu is summoned, the fight will be over. Another method would have been to just mix a death point. Shrine page is not required. So it's time for the Odin check, which was the other possibility for the.
Hey, Judge Joe Luffy again. Just a quick check on an ETA of your run here. We have the next runner getting set up, and I know you're doing commentary, so I was just curious. I'm not super familiar with Career Day here. What your thought was on an ETA?
Ah, shoot. Uh, So Quintania's neat in how when it changes forms to become insta-killable, the cursor will drop if you hover it. So you can use, after the 5th hit, you just hover the cursor, and you can use that as a timing. Adamantite. Lower on checks. We're down to Hero Call, Adamantite, Pyramid, or Falls at the moment for available checks. rapid fire one. Not that one. The crystals are annoying. And your weapons got shuffled. Thankfully, this is an early location. It's the water scroll that works. I don't know, actually. I don't know if the Desert of Shifting Sands can mean pyramid. Go, go. Only 10,000 health. Just have to be able to kill it. Miss? Oh, uh-oh. You're not supposed to be missing. As long as Ferris doesn't die to Medio, though. Alright. They're already dead. All right, I'm gonna do this vanilla method where. And I'll. I believe I'm still just on it. There's plenty of great tiered loot in this area. There are trap chests, and with the trap chests not being checks, they are randomly distributed. Mirror Gene is weak to fire. It starts initially weak to fire, however, can change immunities. And that was not location. Time to check the back of Longpa Ruins. Then Hiru Call, and then I'll do Falls. right, I'm down to 2 paths left for me. So this is the last World 2 check available. However, before the attack, requires you to take a nap. You're heavy, aren't you? There's the sandworm bait. And that's go mode for me. I just need to now finish the void. That's not it. And it's sandworm. Second vanilla boss of the run. I'm going to quick for safety reasons for the void. So once you go and collect the 4 tablets, all that's left is to complete the void. Get the boss gauntlet out with various save points unlocked as you progress. Lots of high tier loot to shore up your party if you're still not quite ready. And Guild Toss. So I have quick and summoner, okay. Exhibit A, Guild Toss Summoner, very, very powerful. The 2 best ways to defeat Ned is to throw money at him or to cast lots of Leviathan. So now I have what should be the quickest strategy available to me. So since it's such a... It's not. I got those swapped. Gilgamesh 1. He flees at the first sign of danger. So in this case, 10% of his HP. In case it was omniscient, I was going and avoiding putting the berserk ability. I can always berserk later. That is a scary, scary boss. Bahamut. Can be scary. The best way to fight Bahamut would be to lock him down with Love Song. However, there's not that much HP at this spot. At low HP, he has a chance of mega nuking the party, which is why you would double Love Song to lock him down via stop. May not last long, but with 2 people casting it, you should be able to balance it out. unlocks a save point. I should just Odin. No wolves will be saved today. There we go. Add 40 levels and even. So we're getting close to the end. Just 2 more. You could fight a third at the Necrophobia spot for a save, but with this save, it's close enough. This is an annoying fight because which of the 4 is able to go and get hit. However, I'm pushing good damage, so I just need my target to be hitting. That's not it. What did I cast? Not that one. That's not who I meant to be targeting. Back to the top. Okay. Ferris, please. There we go. And the fight's over. That was an annoying one. I don't want to have to risk repeating that fight, so I'm save the game. This spot, last spot, has 50. Hope is insta-killable, which it is. Same theory as Titania. When it switches to being vulnerable, it changes the cursor. So wait for the cursor. Then you use your insta-kill. You don't have mix. So I'm going to be doing the most common strat where you just mix and build boss. And with that, I believe I have haste 2, and if I don't... So, with you use the tree form to set up by first providing life shield, then you go and raise level. You typically want to raise about 60 levels. And then you, to ensure maximum output, you wait for an action and begin. One punch. However, only the person with guild test pass can initiate the fight, because Mimic only repeats the last action, but when it changes phases, it won't affect anything. My input. There's most of them, and this should be time. And that is Final Fantasy V Career Day.
GG's, that was a heck of a run to watch. It's very educational. I've never seen one of those completed before. That was cool.
Sorry, computer issues.
While that last fight was going on, I'd like to give a shout-out donation to Possum Morpheus, a $20 dono going toward the next run of Moonblaze Wolf Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise to name the White Mage. There's only one White Mage in Free Enterprise, Coffin. I mean, pour him. Let's make the young Mystian Prodigy the star of the show tonight. Thank you very much for your generosity. Donations going toward the Burn Children's Fund of South Carolina firefighters. And thank you, Judge Joe, for that fantastic showing right there. That was really cool.
Glad you had me on. It was lots of fun. Always good to show this game off.
Yeah, that was cool. I'd never seen one of those completed. I really enjoyed that. I learned a lot.